Okay, so the next round of goodies came in, and let's see what we've got. So I like to run in everything I do a dash cam. I've used these Rovers before, pretty good. They're GPS, speed enabled, everything like that. So we'll throw that in. With that, I got a power adapter. So this should theoretically just plug and play. It's got this 16 pin that'll go behind the mirror, plug in, and then allow me to run my USB ports off that. And then it's got the USB-C and all the adapters there. And so that should be a simple plug and play, hopefully. It comes with its own SD card, and then just in case I need it, some double-sided tape to get that out of the way. Those are just some license plate brackets. Let's see what we got here. The side steps. So I ordered these ones because I watched the video of them being constructed, and they look like really good solid construction. And then the textured foot pad here to keep it from slipping. So they're a little spendy, but should be a simple push on install, and then these lock screws here. Let's see what else. And then these last ones should be just some door pockets. So these, I found I was having a problem with my water bottle, so we're just gonna throw these door pockets on, so I should be able to slip my water bottle right in there. So should be quick and easy. Let's get them on there. So this is the problem I was talking about, right? So as you're going down the road, I mean, it'll hold it just fine, but trying to get it in there as you're driving is kind of a bit of a nightmare. So you got to run two hands, and then I've almost taken myself off the road a couple times. So we'll throw those pockets on, and hopefully that'll take care of this problem. Okay, so this didn't really end up focusing in here, but that's a T30 Torx bit that you're going to use to go ahead and pull these 6 bolts off of this door pocket here. Simple out, just rip those 6 out of there, and then this pocket comes with an insert that I think you're supposed to be using like maybe for 2 water bottles or something like that, but I use a larger water bottle. I think it's like 64 ounces or something like that, the big Yeti, and so I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to run this the insert with my Yeti, and so I just threw a couple bolts in to check, and sure enough it wouldn't fit. So you know, after I made sure that I couldn't jam it down in there even for a tight fit, I went ahead and I pulled those 2 screws back out that I'd used just to fit it, and then it was as simple as driving those 6 screws back in. So a very quick and easy install on this, and in the end it ends up fitting the Yeti perfectly. But you can see here, you just pull that liner out, and then I kept it, you know, just in case I want to run it in the future. But yeah, super simple install on this. I think all told in real time for both doors was maybe 15 minutes total. So yeah, just drive those 6 back in and you are done with this side. Super simple. And the Yeti goes right in. So perfect. Good and solid. And then moving on to the steps here. So these come, they're essentially clip-on or push-on to the rock rails that are on the Badlands. And so they come with a lock screw and a lock nut. So the lock nut's a 1/2 inch. Once you can bust that loose, you can then take and thread out the lock screw that's in there. It is an Allen head, and if I remember correctly, I believe it was a 5.0. I think I try to show that on the video here in a second. But yeah, once you can get that busted loose, thread those out. Yeah, right there, 5.0. So you get those and you thread those all the way out to get them completely exposed. Leave them inserted, but thread it out to where you can slip that on. And then it's as simple as you kind of put it over that top lip, and then just with a little bit of foot pressure here, press down on it, and boom, it locks right into place. And so I had initially taken it and put it pretty far back. I wasn't exactly sure where I wanted it. That looked right to me. I had it kind of in line with that door seal right there. But then as I stepped to get into it, it like my big ass, there's really no way for that to work. So I had to slide it forward a little bit. Took it up and put it to where it's the most comfortable for me to get in and out. And so once I had figured out where I'd wanted that, took it a little more in and out there just to make sure, and then We're going to go ahead and get to the underside here in a second, and you'll see as you're tightening these lock screws in, you're going to need to apply downward pressure on that step to get it as down and open as you can, and then lock those screws into place. Once you've got the screws locked to the rock slider, then you come in with the 1/2 inch and tighten the nut down to keep that from backing out. So again, a super simple process on this one. But other than the adjusting back and forward, you could have both of these on in under 5 minutes if you were so inclined. But super simple install, and then really helps out my wife. She's used them and they help her out a ton. You can see there, I've got them right behind, but there it is, locked into place with the bolt. And then if you wanted to, they come with these inserts, and you can order them in different colors if you want the Badlands orange or the silver or whatever it is. But these are a super simple install too. They provide all the hardware for it. I ended up going with the silver. It's as simple as dropping those bolts into place and then just threading the nut from below. Again, I thought about not running them, but it's a nice little silver accent on the vehicle, so I think it looks good overall. Okay, so looking at what comes in the box with this this dash cam, you got obviously the instructions and all the other stuff, but as we look in here, we have the dash cam itself, nice in foam, and then you have this accessory box which has the sticky mount, the suction mount, and then all of your charging cables and electrostatic film if you're going to use the sticky mount, and then cleaning pads and a wire trim tool. So what I need to figure out though is where I'm going to mount this, where it's going to be operational but out of the way. So I'm going to get this together and then try a couple positions and see where it's going to work. I'm thinking it's going to go kind of right here behind the cam or behind the rear view, suctioned up here, so I'm not losing any visibility, because already with the cell phone here, really the cell phone doesn't eat up too much because of the height of the hood. But this is already eating up a good bit of my visibility, so I don't want to add anything left or right of it. I don't want anything, kind of down here in the middle view anyways, because the cell phone's already there. So I'm going to see if I can get it tucked up back here. The plug for this is, let's see, the plug for this is right there. So I have the adapter in this box, which should, plug in between the mirror and that 16 pin, and then give me 2 USB chargers off of that. So let me get the camera assembled and then we'll see where it can go. Okay, so with that together like that, you can see about how big it is, and if I can get it kind of tucked behind there and go right up against that, I'm not going to lose any visibility, and it'll be right there by the charger. And so that's where I'm going to try to put that, is right there. And I'm going to use the suction mount just in case I have to move it in the future. So let's get the pin in there real quick, and let's see if we can get this mounted and in. So let's see. That's simple. And then that should plug into that. This will now plug back into the mirror. Come on, buddy. There we go. Jesus almighty. Okay. Now that that's done, let me check and make sure I've got USB power to that. USB-C, there you are. Okay, now let me go key on and see if this powers up. Nice. Okay, so I need to throw the SD card in there, but we've got power to it. Now I just need to route this all up and out of the way with some wire ties and maybe some double-sided tape to get this up, but then we should be good to go. Too easy. Okay, so final install on this. I got that connector two-sided taped to the back of that, and then we put the dash cam right there. So again, it's out of the way. You can't really see it behind the rear view mirrors. You're sitting from the driver's seat, so right here you can't really see it, but it is recording, and we are good to go. So that was today's haul. All really simple install. I think everything all told, I was out here less than an hour, so not too bad.